the DnA Show
with DJ Dave and Amanda
on Wolf Radio.
And welcome in, everybody. I am DJ Dave, and we have
And your assistant, Amanda.
There you go. We're back for another week, and we got some information for you. Boy, I've got quite a few things coming up in tech news. One of them I found interesting is Sony is now releasing in 2016 brand new Blu-ray discs for 4K streaming. There you go. I'll get into that in a little bit. Luke Bryan is up right now. We have Luke Bryan right there. She gets me high. You boat people out there probably know what a Yeti is. I don't know what that is. Is that one of them like little skidoo things? I don't know.
What is a skidoo?
Huh?
What's a skidoo?
A skidoo. It's one of those like watercraft things, you know. You
Jet
see
ski?
Yeah, there you go. Jet ski. Well, skidoo is like a brand. It's a type of yeah. See. So, we got quite a bit of tech news going on here that you people might be interested in. There's another one. I guess there's a lot of companies now because the iWatch came out or the Apple Watch that would want to get into this thing. There you have it. Amanda's got hers. I guess a company called ARM Cortex is releasing the A35 processor. So that's supposed to bring 64-bit processing power with less power consumption to wearables. There you have it. So now we're going to put the power of a desktop on our, right on our wrist. And then people from back in the 70s are going to take a look at it and says, now you got an entire computer system that used to take up a whole wing of a building on your arm. How is that even possible? I have no idea. I didn't invent it. Also, I guess Sony is going to release Blu-ray discs that can now stream 4K. 4K, if you know, is the new HD video. You remember now HD was the 1080i and the 1080p. You remember those?
I have no idea.
You have no...
But I know last night you were talking about the TV Land station, that it says it's in HD, but it's not.
Well, yeah, the TV Land, they play all those old movies like Bonanza that my father watches and everything. Well, Bonanza was never recorded in HD, so how could it be broadcast in HD? So it's not. The commercials are in HD, so they're nice and crisp, you can see them, but then when it goes to Bonanza, you see how fuzzy this show was back then. Yeah, that was interesting. But as far as the 4K streaming, it looks great. But, now they've got these LED TVs, which I'm assuming are the Ultra LED TVs. But I'm assuming that they removed the LCD capacity out of the thing altogether. You're looking at the LED TV, and the LCD used to be the LCD screen with LED backlighting, and you'd still be able to see your fingerprint when you went and touched it. Well, the complete Ultra LED TV is not. So where they got like billions of little LEDs in there, it could be great until one burns out. Well, pixels of LCDs did burn out as well, but LCD has been around since, the 70s and is very reliable. So I don't know. But it looks great. But it's just very sensitive. When you get any kind of distortion on the line, and it starts to break up because you're trying to shove so much data through the cable that you run it near electrical power or anything like that. Any little interference is going to cause it to break up. I remember the satellite TV back when my father was having issues with it because one outlet wasn't grounded. Every time my mother turned on the vacuum cleaner, the TV would start to break up. Wow, we're getting a lot of wind out there. It's a windy day today anyway. Getting sidetracked. But so yeah, now they're trying to shove even more data through it. It looks great, but how much better can they get a picture to look? We can only see so well, so that it's crazy. But what do you have in?
I have a segment called "Would You Rather."
All right. What would I rather do?
Well, today's question would be, would you rather play on a baseball team that always wins but has to play in the rain, or play on a baseball team in sunny weather but always loses?
That's a good one.
I would obviously pick the sunny weather.
Yeah, you would obviously, but you like to be a loser, so I don't know.
No, I don't like to be a loser, but I don't want to be cold.
You don't want to be cold, but you're cold now anytime. You work outside all winter long.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get out of that.
Uh-huh. All right, that's a good one. Yeah, so there you have it. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, Facebook, apparently.
You never answered my question. What would you do?
What would I do? I don't like to be a loser, so I guess I'd want to be on a winning team.
So you'd play in the rain.
Yeah, sure, why not? As long as it's July, it's fine.
But it doesn't specify, so you could be playing in December.
No, because baseball doesn't run in December.
Well, you don't know that.
It runs
doesn't
spring to fall.
You can play whenever you want. Doesn't mean you have to be on
But
a baseball field.
Major
you can
League
play outside.
Baseball runs spring to fall, so you would basically be playing through the nice warmer months.
Mm-hmm.
And even if, I think baseball ended, the World Series was on last month, so it ended last month. And this is not bad weather. It's November and it's been in the 70s, so yeah, that's fine. Yes, you're laughing at me. So, Facebook now wants to become more like Google. And Google, reads your email, and it uses what you put in your email to advertise to you. So Facebook is getting into that because now Facebook is controlling what you see on your wall. And they're saying most people have about 200 to 300 friends. So roughly you would see about 2,000 items on your wall per day. And they're trying to say that most people don't have that kind of time to sit and see 2,000 items. So they're going to pick which ones you're going to see.
Oh, that brings another question. Would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather have many friends, but no close friends, or have just one or two close friends? Speaking of friends on Facebook, I would rather have one or two close friends.
I agree with you there. I would have the one or two close friends, and yeah, I agree. Very good. One or two close friends that are very loyal to you. That would make a lot of sense. Facebook is now going to start determining what you like and showing that to you. So they're going to basically become more like Google, and they're going to start invading your privacy to determine what you like. So you may not know what you like, but Facebook does.
What if
Google
you don't
has
like
already
it?
known.
What if you don't like it? Can you dislike it? Do they have a
I guess you
dislike?
could dislike it, but Facebook's supposed to know what you want before you know yourself.
So they can read inside your brain.
Well, Google does.
I didn't know Google knew that.
Well,
It did that.
for years now, everything that you do on your computer, Google records that onto a major server somewhere, and they read into every aspect of your life. So basically, every time you go to Google search and you type something, it knows your location, it knows what you're searching for, and it knows, because you're logged into Google, what your username and ID is. So they say, okay, well, this person searches for this, so they like this, this, and this. And they record that, so every time you go to a website, they can put up in there what you've searched before, and know what you like, so they can advertise to you. So you basically will see what you like, because...
But you could be typing something in, doesn't mean you like it, and maybe it's something you're trying to find information about.
Right, but they know you're interested in it.
Well, you might not be interested in it, but you know, if you're looking up like something about, instead of going to the doctor, you're gonna look up something like a symptom. I don't like that. Just trying to find information.
Right, but they report this kind of stuff on basically it's on a they gather what you're interested. So it's a long-term thing that they report over time, and they see what you, because people all have patterns. Everybody has a certain pattern that they go through. So on a regular basis, you go to a certain website, or you search for a certain thing, or you're looking for a certain thing. They know that, okay, well, if you're searching for this symptom because you're looking for a doctor or whatever, they know that that's out of the ordinary realm of what you normally search for, and they can overlook that.
So you're saying, like, when I looked for poison ivy remedies, because as everybody knows, because you played the song Poison Ivy,
yeah,
that I suffered from it this past summer, that Facebook is just going to find stuff about poison ivy and put it on my page?
Potentially, yeah. Well, they would not necessarily just poison ivy, but it could be, say, the health.
Itch relief related things?
Right, health related, remedies and stuff, yeah. But, yeah, so that's nothing you do on the computer is private anymore. And Facebook is now taking after what Google did for years. So people that out there using Gmail, be very careful, because Gmail reads everything that you have. Emails going back and forth. You could be, so if you're using Gmail for your business and you're into law, they will start reading up on cases that you have. Now they're saying that people don't read this. It goes through a computer and the computer reads it. But the computer also stores it. So it's a catch-22.
Speaking of Facebook, I heard that they're finally going to get rid of the game invites.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I can't wait for that to go into effect.
Do you remember, did they give a date?
No, because I recently just got one. So I think maybe they're contemplating it, or I don't know if it's for sure, but I hope they do it.
If they vote on it, I got my vote in, because I hate that. I can't stand. I don't have time to play games. All these people out there, I don't know where they get their time from, but I have no time to play games. It's like, oh, play a game with me. It's like, well, when do I have time to do that? I don't even have a time to do my own things. I barely have time to watch any TV.
And even if you tell them politely, no, I don't play games, they still send you these game invites. So I don't know if the person is constantly sending it to you, or is Facebook going in and sending it to you?
No, it's the person. If they join this game and they're playing it all the time, if they invite you one time, some of these games, as you get through different levels of the game, it'll continuously send out the invites to the person that they originally sent. So they may only send you an invite once, but if they get to a different level of the game, the game might resend the invite to that person if you haven't joined yet. So yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't Facebook and games. That's ridiculous. I can't stand it. But anyway, so there you have that. We got some more information coming up very soon on this. What else do we have for technology? Do you have any news that you ran into recently?
Technology? I don't really remember things for technology because I'm not up on that.
Oh, yeah. Star Wars is coming to Apple TV.
Oh, goody.
It says the Star Wars theme Infancy 3.0 bundle will soon be coming to Apple TV. The Call of Duty Black Ops 3 generates 500 shit. What is that? $550 million in 3 days. Ouch.
Is that a game?
Yeah, Call of Duty. It's a game. Oh, yeah. How Facebook decides what you see.
I'm not a fan of games. Because I obviously believe that if, like, kids, when they play these violent games, it shows in their everyday life.
Well, it does. If they get into it too soon, and they start thinking game is reality, and it's not, but they get into these games too soon, and they start acting them out, just like when they start watching
or the TV.
Yeah.
Like when I did the daycare, I had a 5-year-old acting inappropriate, and we confronted the parents, and they said, "Oh yeah, he watches The Walking Dead."
It's a great show, by the way.
Yeah, but that's for adults, not for kids, because adults can somewhat control themselves, in life, but kids think that's okay, and they'll go on, and then you'll find them shooting up schools and things like that.
Yeah, I don't, TV and games, they shouldn't basically, I don't blame that for them shooting up schools. I think they got a lot of parental issues on top of that.
It doesn't help the situation, I'm saying. I'm
No,
not
it
saying
doesn't
it's
help
the
us.
only reason that
No.
people do that.
Yeah, I think the parents have a lot to do with it, and some people are just crazy. But I wouldn't say, I don't think it's a good idea for them to be watching and playing those kind of games at that age. I'm not saying there's any, that I love The Walking Dead, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not good for kids.
Mm-hmm.
But for adults, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I don't blame just that. I think that the parents just don't discipline their kids anymore, and I also blame the society for parents not disciplining their kids, because they're trying to take all the parental control away from parents and putting it in the school system, which I disagree with that as well. Let's see. Microsoft wants to keep... Okay, I don't know. They want to keep... What is that? You read that one.
Wants to keep spies out of its new data centers.
Well, how are they going to do that?
I don't know, you tell me.
I don't know. Yeah. Spying on the data center. Please, don't sit around with binoculars and look at their servers. They don't like that too much. Anyways. We'll be back right after this. There we have right there, Carolina. Makes you feel like home's not far away. It's pretty hard for truck drivers, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel bad for truck drivers.
Yeah.
They get themselves into that job, so... Yeah. Sorry, I'm having issues with this new headset here, so bear with me, everybody.
Yeah, so... truck drivers, they got a difficult job, and then, I hate what they're doing to them with as far as, I guess a lot of jobs do this now, but a lot of jobs will do this to companies and employees, where they put them in a catch-22 situation. They tell them to do something that's illegal, and if you don't do it, you either get fired, but if you do it, you could be fined. It's terrible. Here we have it. NVIDIA. It's basically a company that does that. For years they've been making video cards. So NVIDIA is now making a component to make your drone smarter. Drones. Yeah.
Aren't those the things that soon will be delivering packages?
Yes. It's for packages, and they basically will be delivering for Amazon. I think Amazon's opening
Walmart.
Walmart, yeah.
Walmart's like just down the street. I can't imagine.
But just imagine, you order something from Walmart, and then this device just drops off a package right in front of your door.
And how can they guarantee it's not going to break whatever's in it?
Well, that's just hopefully they start packaging things better now because they've been the packaging process has needed improvement long time. It's like you see, what was it? I'm just thinking of this movie now that in the beginning he was he was supposed to be working for UPS delivering a package and he was kicking it like a soccer ball. Yeah.
Yeah, Castaway.
Was it?
Are you talking about Wilson, the volleyball?
No, I don't think so.
I think it is. He ends up being stranded on an island?
No,
Oh,
that's
okay,
not the movie. No, this one here, I think it had something to do with a spy or something like that, where he had delivered this package, and it said it was a fragile package, yet he was kicking it and having the elevator doors close on it. I can't remember what movie that was now. It was a long time ago when I saw that.
And you could hear the contents of it, like, shattering or whatever. Yeah, I can think of it, but I can't think of what movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The New York is now cracking down on your fantasy sports bets. Hey, I don't have to worry about that. So, anyways, coming up now, we got David Cook with Avalanche right here. I am DJ Dave with the DnA Show. American Idol contestant David Cook right there with Avalanche. So as we know, the holiday season is fast approaching. I've seen and heard already Christmas music being played in some stores, and they told me that it started the 1st of November, the day after Halloween.
Unbelievable. I have not heard it on the radio itself, but of course I've been hearing Christmas ads, to get out there and get your gifts and all that ahead of time.
Yeah. Well, that's to be expected, I guess. They want people... It seems like they want to get them earlier and earlier out there shopping for Christmas. Yeah, I don't see anything Christmas-related until after Thanksgiving. You get the bird, you eat the bird, then you start thinking about Christmas.
Yes, you have to give thanks before you give gifts, I guess.
And the whole Christmas aspect is now so commercialized, they forget the actual meaning of Christmas. Thanksgiving was for the Pilgrims back in the day, but Christmas is all about the birth of Christ, and they forget all about that.
Well, I liked when I was a kid, we celebrated Christmas, but what we did to enhance, the birth of Christ, we actually it was a doll, but it was supposed to be baby Jesus, and we had him underneath the Christmas tree every year.
And that's what people forget, the actual meaning of Christmas. They try to commercialize, okay, in order to actually have a good Christmas, you need to buy a lot of gifts, and that is not the point of Christmas. Yes, that Jesus got gifts, but that wasn't the point. The point was his birth, not the gifts that were given to him. And that's what people forget. So, don't think because you don't have the money to buy Christmas gifts that you can't have a nice Christmas, because that's the spirit of the season and the spirit of Christ in your life that makes it all worthwhile. So with that said, now there's a couple of stores that are going to be not opening on Thanksgiving. So a lot of the stores over the years have now been starting to open Thanksgiving Day. You have your supper, your lunch, and then 4 o'clock in the afternoon you got to go to work because your store has to open for Black Friday the following day. It's ridiculous, and I disagree with it, and I think it should be banned. Now, a couple stores are voluntarily not opening on Thanksgiving, and a couple of them, I think they're sports, not Sports Authority, but they're sports-related stores, kind of like Carbella's in Connecticut, that are not going to be opening on Thanksgiving. And I give them a lot of courage for doing that. So I really like what I disagree with stores being open on holidays because the companies now don't care about people's religious rights anymore or the rights of the person as a person. It's all about making money, and that's all they care about. So, I think that those stores are doing great, and I think they should get a lot of thanks and appreciation for that. John Michael Montgomery, I swear, right here. It's the DnA Show. John Michael Montgomery, I swear. He was the original recorder of that song, and then after that, All for One did the remix in the 90s. I think it was like a year after he did that song. So, as far as our entire show, what hit you the most?
What hit me the most?
Well, as far as, what do you have to say? What do you think about what stores do for Thanksgiving now?
I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I agree. Imagine working for one of them and having to leave your... a lot of people travel, and if they have to travel across the country to be with their family, what do they got to do? Be back at 4 o'clock to go to work? How does that work?
Well, I'm sure they figure out what they're going to do. Maybe they don't go out with their family just because of those reasons.
Yeah, but
We've
a lot of
seen
these...
for Black Friday people standing out in line at,
Yeah.
I don't know, midnight to get into the store.
And a lot of these companies wouldn't tell you till like a couple days before. Oh, by the way, you're working for Thanksgiving this year. What? I never got the memo. But no, I'm totally fed up with what they're doing with that. But as Skynet is getting closer and closer to reality.
What's Skynet?
Have you ever watched Terminator?
Yeah.
Oh, you sound so enthusiastic about that show.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of...
There's a new one
Oh,
that came out, and it was in the theaters back in June.
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger in it?
I believe he was. We got to see it.
Woo!
Whippy. But as far as, Google and everything else watching you, and the government is getting more and more into your life, Skynet is getting closer to reality. But for the, just because we're talking about the holidays and the upcoming events of the holidays, and Thanksgiving is just, a couple weeks away. What is today? Today's what?
14th.
Today's the 14th? Thanksgiving is the 26th, so it's
Yes,
roughly
because
about...
yesterday was Friday the 13th. Bad
Ooh,
day for me
yes.
all the time.
Oh, Friday the 13th. That's great.
And I actually happened to have a senior moment yesterday. Friday the 13th, I fell down the stairs.
Yeah,
I'm 30 years old. I think it was a combination of my fuzzy socks on the carpet stairs and whoop, I went out. And now I'm suffering from back pain from it.
Friday the 13th makes Amanda fall down the stairs. That's...
Hopefully that won't be a tradition for upcoming Friday the 13th.
Oh,
and my computer wasn't working for when I had to go out to work. I had to come back, and Dave had to fix it, and it was, bad day. And it was raining. Partially.
I like Friday the 13th. But you fall down the stairs. You didn't happen to... she wasn't walking under a ladder. And did you see any black cats?
No, I haven't, but I know there's one that lives in this complex, or is a stray in this complex, but I haven't seen him.
Good. Well, that's...
I don't believe in that, though. I'm just saying.
No.
I'm not...
No, I don't either. But December Radio, religious group, Last of These, just because we were talking about it. December Radio, Least of These. There we have it right there. DJ Dave right here at the DnA Show. Yeah, we're back.
Wake up with the DnA Show. DJ Dave with tech news and co-host Amanda with today's tidbits. Saturdays, 9 a.m. Eastern on Wolf Radio.
We've got a couple minutes remaining here, so be closing things out. As far as all the tech information. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can submit them through my website or email them, dave@wolfradio.net, or use the online form at wolfradio.net under the Wolf Radio tab. I think it says comment form or something like that. I don't remember. Programmed it a long time ago. So we also are offering health and wellness products. So if anyone has any comments and concerns, you can give us a call or contact us, and we'll try to get some products out to you, even some samples or anything like that. We have Zango Juice that is available, so if anybody would like to give it a try, we can get you some samples out there. What do you say?
We also provide supplements and
Facial
skincare and stuff like that.
Awesome. Yeah, facial.
All natural
facial products. Energy drinks at Natural Energy Drinks also provides. So, if you're out there drinking monster drinks, you might want to get away from those because those are evil. Literally, they're evil. So
you'll have to find that, like a video about it, and put it up on your.
Absolutely.
For people that have not seen it.
Right. But, so you want to get into some natural products. That's the other thing that I want to rant about, but I don't think we have enough time, is the Food and Drug Administration. They will not regulate, drugs and food products, but natural products they don't want anything to do with. And they're trying to tell your doctor to tell you natural health products aren't good, and to take medication that's better. And it's going to have all these side effects and potentially kill you because you have some sort of fingernail fungus. And you could possibly die from that. When back in the day where the Indians ruled the world and they were here and they had their own natural remedies that did a lot of good and helped a lot of people, and that's no longer sufficient anymore. You got to start drugging you up, taking 10 to 15 different types of pills a day just to get you through the day, and then take another 10 so you can sleep through the night. It's ridiculous. But anything you want to add to that?
No comment.
No comment. Perfect. All right, so it's been the DnA show. We're signing off. Have a great week, everybody. We'll be back here 9 a.m. Saturday next week.